Okay, let's get set up with VybeCoding. So first of all, go ahead and download the desktop app or the Windows app. I've already done this. You can then open up the app and then you'll be greeted by a beginner or advanced block. So let's go ahead and select beginner. So what we're going to be setting up is a website. So let's say with an electrician or something like that, we'll set up a website for this, okay? So we'll call it electrician. Okay, create project. Now you can use Codex, which is basically ChatGTP. About 80% of the people will already have this on their computer, or you can use Claude Code. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to use Claude in this video, but you can use ChatGTP, which is Codex. So go ahead. They both do the same thing. So we can go ahead and you just answer the questions here. So to start off with, we can just select this build me a website. Okay, and then this is going to go off and it's going to just tell you, you can change the profession from electrician to whichever profession you want. But once that's done, let's just go ahead and we'll start the process. So this is going to ask a few questions. You can simply type the number in of the one you want, and we're just going to allow it. So Claude normally asks a few things. So does Codex, so does all the other AI models. They're basically just asking to access your folders and stuff like that. So if you just allow it to go ahead and create all the tools needed, what I'll do is I'll just minimize this and then just bring this to the forefront, and then I'll fast forward through this. Okay, so it's finished building, and now we can see our link here to go and look at the website. Let's open it up. Okay, so this has created a full-blown electric website for us. Estimates. We've got like forms. So if you imagine you had to do all this with WordPress, you're kind of going around. It's super confusing. The admin, you don't understand what's happening. You just want to change the title, for instance. So if you wanted to do that here, then we can just go ahead and we can just put change the title from to Dave's Electrics. Okay, so we can just simply go and ask it to do that, and then it just kind of asks you questions throughout. Okay, so it's changed the title. Then let's say if we wanted to add a background image to the hero section, we can just go insert image, pixels. You can go and select an electrician image or electrics image, and we can just choose any one, and we'll put make this the BG image in the hero. So again, WordPress, Wix, all these, you're kind of trying to drag and drop, change things. You have to keep doing all that. They're gone, they're dead. They're not going to be used anymore. They'll probably adapt to doing a process similar to this, but yeah, things have changed now on how all this kind of works. Okay, so now we've got our background image. So we've got all this set up. Now let's go ahead and let's get this on the web. Okay, so to simply get on the web, we'll just click ship it. Okay, now I've already connected a GitHub account, so just create yourself a free GitHub account. Again, GitHub will be free, Vercel will be free. The only things you end up paying for now will be the actual AI model. So and you probably use Codex anyway. So yeah, get GitHub set. It will make the connection if you haven't. You can go to Vercel. Just move this out of the way. It's just connected to that. So we've got our website here, and then you simply click deploy. Okay. So what this is doing is this is actually putting our website, the website that we've created here. It's actually going to put it on the web now. So your website will have been created. Yeah, simple as that. Then you can connect your domain and do that, which is pretty simple to do. But yeah, just give this a second now while it just basically deploys to Vercel. Okay, so congratulations, our website is now on the web. So we can go continue to dashboard, and this is the actual domain URL that we've got. So again, you can change this to whatever your domain is. It's pretty simple to do, but our website is now literally live on the web. And we've done that in a matter of minutes. So again, one thing that we could do is if we're not really happy with that, then you can go to a website that you like. I'll just say GitHub, for instance. We can open up this, and then we could take a screenshot, right? So we could go, let's just close this for now, and we'll just grab a screenshot. We'll just screenshot this, okay? It doesn't have to be too accurate. And then we can put can you update the website and take inspiration from this screenshot? Okay, so again, we're just taking inspiration from websites that we like. It's going to go off and it's going to basically update our preview. So again, this will all be set up for mobile, so you'll be able to scale down, you'll have your menus and everything like that. Any issues, you can just screenshot it and paste it into VybeCoding app, and then it will just update for you. But the copy again, so again, sometimes you have to go and copy, especially on these in like Wix and WordPress, and you have to find these editors and Elementor, which is absolute headache. But here you can just simply copy the text, so here, and then you can literally paste that in AI or something, but you can put, can you quickly change this to something about Dave or whatever, right? So again, we're just going to get it off to go off and change, and you know, it's going to redesign with a GitHub style look. It's going to change our text. And again, it's just going to ask some questions, so we can just go ahead and select the questions. Okay, and it's just gone off. Dave keeps offices clean, so you can just get it to put in whatever you want, and it just updates. So yeah, you don't get super confused with like how things work. So you can see it's done a reskin. It's made it look like GitHub. It's basically made it off the image that we said. So again, if we look at our live site, the good thing is now we're kind of testing it locally. So this is what it looks like on our computer, but we haven't pushed it live. So we've had the ability to kind of test and change. And then as soon as we're ready, we can go back to the actual app. So we'll go back to the application and we'll bring it to the forefront. So we've got the application here. And then when we're ready, we can simply go to ship it and we can commit and push. So what this does is basically saying, okay, I like what you've done here. Let's actually put it on the website. So let's say you're an electrician and you've just taken some pictures of a job. You might want to create a gallery page, and then you can literally just drag your images into this screen and just say, create a gallery page with these images. No hassle, no stress, simple. Just like get it up and then you can get it onto the website, okay? So what it will do, you can just select yes to this, basically just telling us that it's pushing stuff to GitHub. Great. It's okay, so it's pushed and it's committed. So if you look at actual Vercel now and look under deployments, you can see that it's building our website now. So it's building, it's adding the changes. So let's close this preview here. So you can see the changes aren't there yet, but as soon as we get it to be deployed, then we'll see the changes, okay? Now again, this isn't just like kind of half done, it's done pretty much everything for us, okay? So there we go, it's ready now already. So if we click refresh now, so our changes are now live. We've got our website and it's changed. So then we could put create a gallery page. Okay, and again, it's not going to change our actual website yet. It's just going to work on the local version, okay? So it gives us an ability to have a full flow here. Yeah, we get to test, we get to make changes, make sure everything works, and then when we're ready, we then push it to the website, okay? So you can see it's already created a gallery page. I'm not sure if it's set up yet. No, it's not set up yet because it's still working, but then we'll just give it a second and let it finish creating the gallery page. Okay, so it's created the full gallery page. You can see them here. They're not clickable, so let's make them clickable. Make them clickable and open full images. Okay, so you can go as deep as you want with this, but it's also done like, you know, residential, basically added a lot of different things here. But one thing I thought would be quite cool is if we go ahead and look at the iPhone app. So as long as you're on the same network as your computer on Wi-Fi, it will pick it up. You click connect here, and then what it will do is it will populate the host name and IP, and then you just put in the username and password that you use to log into your computer with remote login there, okay? So once that's done, then we can go ahead and we can find our folder. Okay, and what do we call it? So it's called electrics, isn't it? Or electrician. Where is it? Electrician here, okay. So now we're here, we can see our folder here. We'll create a new session. Okay, I'll just create a Claude session here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to send some photos from my phone to Claude. So we'll just go to images. Let's take a photo. Actually, no, let's not do that. Cancel that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take a photo. And let's just take a picture of the speaker. Okay, we can use the photo. And then let's send this to the desktop app. So you can see it's going to send it to the desktop app here. So we've got our two photos. Let's remove this out of the way. And then we can put add these two photos. Okay. And then let's look at the preview. Okay. It's just getting the photos for us. Okay, again, just answer some questions. Now we may have had to specify to add it to the gallery because it might just, oh no, there we go, it's added it to the right place. Okay, great. So it's added our folder here, we've got a speaker, we can open it up and then we're all good here. So yeah, are we happy with this? Do we think it looks good? We think it's ready to go live? I think so. Let's just push this now live. Okay, so ship it, commit and push. So again, imagine if you had to do this with WordPress, you had to do this with Wix, you had to do it with all these kind of WYSIWYG editors. They're a nightmare to use, okay? So gone are the days of that. You can use the phone, you can interact with the website, you can just use human language text. All you've got to be able to do is type in what you want. If you hit any issue, so let's say that this broke somehow, you just screenshot it and then let that screenshot go into Claude and it will just fix it for you, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and push. And remember we're creating this in a matter of minutes. So yeah, it's pushed, it's done our gallery and everything like that. So let's go ahead and check the deployments. You can see it's deploying. So let's just close this. Again, we've got the original website here. We haven't got our gallery yet, nothing's set up, but we've confirmed that we want the gallery and everything now and we've pushed. So let's go back to the deployment. They normally deploy in the same amount of time. So yeah, the deployment, you can run a refresh. Okay, got our gallery here, got our image set up. And this was all done by the phone, by the app, and it was really simple to do, okay? So that's how to get set up, that's how to use the VybeCoding app. We'll have loads more tutorials on what to do, but that's just a good starter tutorial for you.